All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. If this one are your very first time of seeing my video, you're welcome. Like basically, waiting I they try do for this channel, they try like drop some videos or some suggestions where go help people we get the intention to, you know, come abroad, go maybe do their studies most times, or even just travel generally. So I go try give my own view because they are my personal view, and many of these views now waiting me I don't experience personally. So I go try to share them because I get this belief say for the fact say maybe I struggle get something no mean say other people self suppose struggle get the same thing. And basically these videos now for just my Niger people are the target, and I waiting make me they use pigeon to they take do my videos, right? And then if you're a returning subscriber, you know how we do it, man. So this, thank you for always coming back. And again, it's been a while I dropped some videos, and that's because this I just did do this on the side, and really I don't even see myself say I go dey do videos like when I travel abroad. But again, once you don't travel, many people will try to reach you. You know, people also get that intention, but many of them know how to go about them. And talking to several people individually is really very stressful. It's not like I'm not an agent. I don't charge people money to talk to them or stuff like that. And for the fact I don't do that does not mean that I have to speak with everybody, right? So I just feel this is like the best channel for people to come because question where you go get, another person go fit still won't get them. And if I talk to you behind the scene, it not go be beneficial to other people. So making videos like this go help even people where go get the question where you get like in the future to also come and benefit from them. So that's why most times I encourage people to drop their comments so that once I see the comments, I will make video on them, and then other people will get to benefit from that. Because I also watch YouTube channels for some certain things, and once I see that stuff, maybe the person made the video to answer a question, and then I watch it and I benefited from it. So I just feel that's like just the best thing to do. Thank you very much for coming back if you're a returning subscriber. And then if you are new, try to click the subscribe button and you could get updates as I dey drop videos because I could just dey talk everything about living abroad, study mainly and the rest of that. Now the waiting I want to talk today be say I dey get these messages of which country should I come to, like most affordable country to migrate to, especially for studies and the rest of that. Now, very difficult question from my own point of view, right? Now, very difficult question for me to just give you like a very straight answer. And considering the fact, say this video, I'm making a generic video anyway, so that a lot of people from different walks of life, circumstances within Nigeria go see the video, and depending on so many factors. So that's why I cannot categorically give you a very straight response. And just like I've mentioned, like in some of the videos, is that there are factors where you go consider in order to go to a particular country, especially if you're migrating for studies. Number one, if it be your CGPA, if you're going for masters, most especially. Anyway, my videos most times is centered for those who are going for masters because I left Nigeria for masters abroad, so I know more about masters, and then I think I have more knowledge on when it comes to postgraduate studies than when it is undergraduate. So so most of my talk is always like maybe based on master's degree, right? So it depends on so many factors. For example, I have some few friends and acquaintances that really want to come to Poland for their masters, but because maybe some of them have third class, schools were advising them to start from undergraduate and they do not want to do that. So this can also be a factor, right? So, and some people actually get HND. Why some of them don't even go back to some schools for Nigeria to just go get BSc, to convert their HND to BSc, because the issue of this BSc HND dichotomy no go end anytime soon. So there are so many factors, as you can see. So giving you like a very straight answer is not really like cool. There are people who actually get the money, but they don't get the information. Why some people also no one putting the hard work, because trust me, the process of trying to source for school and travel abroad, like doing it yourself, they easy. You understand? So for me, I did mine because I don't get money to pay any agents, and I just felt like I can do it. So if you don't have the money, you probably need to put in the work. So some people actually have the money, but they don't have the information, or they are not even ready to go through the stress of sourcing for school, applying, and the rest of it, right? So different circumstances for different people. But I'm going to give you like a generic, like generic response or suggestion that will now aid your decision making, right? Now I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to group it in like about 2 to 3 category set of people. Now, category one set of people is this. Let's This category now, people will get money, right? They get money, and maybe they also want to move with their family, right? If you want to um, move and you're looking for countries to go to, I do advise you to go to maybe the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And then if you like US, you can also go to the US, right? That's this category of people we get money and they just want to move. And because say then get money there, why are they moving? Well, people would want to move for so many reasons. It could be like they want to give their children like maybe the opportunity to also have another citizenship. It could also be the fact say them they want more safer place, or maybe they want move to places where maybe their children feel grow and get exhibit some characteristics of the area they are looking at. Different reason for different folks, right? So for the fact say somebody get money for Nigeria, no mean say they may not also want to desire to move to these places. Now, these countries where I mentioned, they are capital intensive. For example, currently, right now, as I make videos with you, right? UK they very very easy to go to, but it they very expensive. So if you get your money from now to the next 6 months, you can actually be in the UK via study, right? So if they these countries, if you get money and you want to move like ASAP, like when I say ASAP, in the next like 6 to 1 year, it is very possible. This so now your money go speak and you go do everything. That's the category one set of people. And then this category two set of people is this. Are these people wey then get limited fund, like then get limited fund, or they are able to raise some amount of money, let's say from 3M to like 5M. These are the second category of people. In the money fit not dey easy to raise up, but they can also have the capacity to raise this money. It could be from savings, from friends and everything. Now, I go advise these people to come to Europe more for studies, right? Because so far, apart from the continent Africa, I think Europe has like one of the best when it comes to affordability of institution, like for schools, right? I think Europe gets that, and with quality education, you can get that at an affordable price in Europe, right? So I would encourage people who did this second category to come to Europe. There are so many countries in Europe that they can come for their studies, especially for their master's program, and in English language. Yes, because this video um now for we Niger people. Obviously, our studies will have to be in English, because many of these countries in Europe do not speak English, apart from let's say many of these countries, it's their official language is probably not like English language, but just like maybe the higher population is English. And I know so many Nigerians they go Malta, but again, Malta it is very expensive when it comes to schooling in Europe. But I will still make another separate videos on giving you like about 3 to 5 countries for Europe where you should target, because these countries get more low tuition when it comes to school fee, right? So now that this category of people, so I encourage people with this second category to look for schools for Europe, because it could be more affordable for them. It could be more friendly for them. And again, also put on for mind, see many countries for Europe, no, they allow you come with your family if they come for studies, especially for your BSc and master study. They know they allow, except if you don't graduate. Many of them in Europe, if you don't graduate and don't convert your visa or your residence card to maybe to temporary residency, then you are able to bring your family. So, but if you are studying just like the way it's in the UK, I think they recently want to stop that, or Canada, where you can move instantly with your family. Most European countries not they do like that. So if you dey come for school, go school, and then when you're done and you want to stay back, then you do your necessary paperwork and you are able to now bring your family over, right? Then now there's this third category of people, and I think that's going to be the last category. Now these people will be say they no get fund for hand, and but they won't travel, then get the zeal. And now for you to be in this third category, anybody can actually be in this category. However, it will favor more of people where um get like very good CGPA when it comes for their undergraduate degree. If you get something like your 4 points, if your school they use like maybe let's say this 5 points grading system, and you're in the 4 points and above, you're in a good place. And for those where they use like 7 points grading system, and you did like above, like from that six, you understand, you're also let's say from 5.5 and above, you're in a good place, you understand. So make sure say you get like a good BSc, that go really aid you. And if possible, try write if you okay before I go to this one, make I the areas or the countries where you could target. So if you don't get fund for hand and you desire to actually go abroad, maybe based on scholarship, please, nothing really concern you with Europe, so to say, because not like they don't have scholarships in Europe, they have, but it is not as much as you will have in the US. US gets they have lots of scholarship and funding, and although they are competitive, but trust me, the one in Europe is more competitive, and very very much people know they get them. You understand? So, but if you want to have more, more chances, try the US. There are a lot, almost all these schools for the US, they get funding. And it's not just the school alone, different departments, even professors, they get funding. So US is your best bet. And make sure, and to also stand the chance of being selected, this is what I would always advise people when it comes to the US. You need to, if you have GMAT or GRE, you have more chances of being picked, right? So if you can try to write maybe TOEFL or IELTS, and then try to write GMAT or GRE, if you have these two things and your BSc result is really okay, trust me, you'll be hot cake, and the tendency that you'll get it is high. And you have a lot of different, there are different type of scholarship for US, like I talk about. Sometimes it could be all those, there are a lot of scholarships, lots of scholarship. There could be scholarship that are targeted for people from Africa. There could be some that are like general, there could be some for those people coming to a particular department. There could be some that are like, in fact, graduate assistantship too. Graduate assistantship generally. Now, um let me see how I want put on graduate assistantship. Now more of you go dey work for the departments or for the faculty or for the lecturer, depending on the arrangement, and in turn they go pay your tuition fee. right? So it depending on the type of graduate assistantship you get, some na part-time, some na full-time. So that full-time means say they will give you conditions like, for example, in every semester, you don't suppose get low below so number or CGP, right? So and they will advise you to pick on a particular, you know, pick some credits units wey no go too dey difficult for you, but they have minimum of credit units you can pick in a semester. So you don't have to pick, you cannot pick below that, and then you also need to work at the university and then combine your studies. E no dey easy, but many people dey run am, you understand? So they also have something like that. They also have TA, which is teaching assistantship. They have GA, they have TA, you know, graduate assistantship is GA and TA is teaching assistantship. And you even have ROA, which is research assistant. So any of this, you can always get this and you will get funding. So make sure everything is about go go on the internet and make your research, because some people they write to me say, Dominic abeg, find school for me. It's not possible. I just have to tell you, it's not possible. Especially when I just have to be honest, because especially when it comes to like maybe random people, even if people way they close acquaintances or something, it's not always easy. I try to guide them, because the truth is that looking for school for you, that be the main research, because you have to search for these schools. You have to tailor it to your own needs. It could be you have to consider your bachelor's CGPA. You have to consider the other qualifications you have, maybe job experience, the region you would love to go to, or even if you don't mind any region, you could also consider maybe the school requirements, because some schools, for example, in Europe, some schools will ask you to legalize your documents before even applying for their study. Considering the fact maybe the money or maybe some unforeseen circumstances or some difficulties, some people are not even able to legalize their documents even before applying, and application period go close. So there are so many factors why some people wouldn't mind for you to apply, get admission, and then legalize. Or some even say when you are coming to the country, you can now legalize and bring. There are different rules for different schools, even within the same country. So that's why it's really not okay. In fact, how much way person go pay, your course of study, you know, there are just so many factors to consider why you're choosing school. And that is why I would always want to recommend to people to do it themselves. And if they cannot do it, this is like a paid service. This is a paid service. This is where it's there is hard work involved in this thing. So somebody cannot just sit down and help you to look for school. And if you get anybody with help you don't find school, thank the person well, because it's okay. Because most times the schools that I've even helped people to find is just like maybe I just go to the internet and send them a couple of things and they just pick it up. But if you really want an intense research and all those things, that's like more of a paid job. So maybe you find an agent will go do one for you. But that's if you have much money. And if you don't really have much money, especially for this whole journey, I just feel like it's a bit not okay to use an agent. It's something you can always watch. There are tons and tons of videos on the internet and YouTube that you can watch and you know try to implement. Trust me, no matter the situation where you did try, or the thing where you the question where you get, somebody somewhere don't pass through that same thing, and the answer go always the internet. Now you need to personalize the search to that particular need, right? So basically, so that's like the generic video that I want to make regarding um, which country you should go to. So I'm trying to give you like a broad view, but that does not mean that even if you do not have funds, you cannot try Europe. It is cool. You can still try that, but just they give you places where they say you could get more chances to get admitted and get what you define. And the same thing does not also apply. The same thing also applies to for those who get limited funds. Does not mean that they cannot try the US and maybe Canada and Australia and the rest of it. But just know, say sometimes you can meet like some circumstances that may challenge you and ultimately might discourage you. So it's always good for you to choose the battles that you can win and choose places that you have more tendency. Like for me, when I wanted to move, I heard people by default, I would have wanted to go to where other people were going. But I understand my circumstances that I could not even afford, because I would have wanted to go to Canada, because which is where everybody was really going. And really asking me if I really would have wanted Canada. Canada is not a bad place, really. Canada is a good place. But if I had moved, I would have moved because other people were moving to Canada. And probably a sakpa go don finish person for there, you understand? So, and I also have people who were telling me, oh, you're moving to Poland, like Poland. But the truth is that I really don't think I want to leave Europe, to be very honest. Like, I really don't think I want to leave Europe for another place. And if you say I move, it could be like maybe it would what's the moving, to be very honest. It would what's the moving. But really, I don't think Europe is a bad place at all. In fact, for me, my own knowledge, I just feel, although I've not really been to other continents, but I just think Europe is one, if not the most organized continent in this world. I just feel so. So, so you should come, and I will make more videos why you should come to Europe for your study, and ultimately narrow it down to Poland, because I will be speaking more about Poland, because I understand when it comes to Europe, I understand more about Poland when it comes in terms of schooling than most other countries. So, and I will try also, say things based on personal experience. As per person, we don't, finish, starting masters here and finish. So I still have like some knowledge when it comes to that field. So I'm going to make more videos on why you should come to Europe and ultimately why you should choose Poland. Maybe they're going to be into this separate videos, but I know I'm still going to make something like that. So if you have any questions regarding maybe based on this video or any other video we don't watch, try to drop the comments on that particular video so that I go see them and I go try and make video on them. So I hope I've been able to, with this, maybe it feel influence or guide your decision making. But ultimately, always know say no matter what you they watch, no matter what people they tell you, now you get the final say. The decision lies solely on you. So it will be very wise for you to scrutinize every information you're getting and go with the one that suits or that applies to your case. So what applies to person A may probably not apply to person B. So always learn to personalize any information you're getting. So I think that's where I go end for this particular video. So until then, see you guys.